Oh, no, but Sumner deserved that.
Sumner's killing it right now. They're 7-0. It's the first time ever.
That's why the tape is there, but
Would you sit on me?
얘네들이 아웃스탠딩 퍼포먼스 하는
The Distinguished Honor Graduate is acknowledged for overall excellence in the training and character development during the training cycle. The Distinguished Honor Graduate is Private First Class Riano and is hereby awarded the Army Achievement Medal for meritorious achievement while being selected as the Distinguished Honor Graduate for Class 67-25. Private Coho is receiving the Basic Rifle Marksmanship Award presented to the soldier who scored the highest during rifle marksmanship qualification with the M4 Alpha 1 rifle. He finished with 38 out of 40 targets hit to qualify as an expert marksman. The Private George Watson Award is awarded to the individual who best displays the Army value of selfless service. The Private George Watson Award is awarded to Private First Class Foster. The Physical Fitness Award is presented to the soldier who achieved the highest score on the final Army Fitness Test. The following soldier achieved a 499 out of 500 points on the AFT. The Physical Fitness Award is awarded to Specialist Omen. Please give these soldiers a round of applause. At this time, we will promote the following soldiers from Private Second Class to Private First Class.
One step forward! March!
Attention to orders. This is to certify that the Secretary of the Army has reposed special trust and confidence in patriotism, valor, fidelity, and professional excellence. Private Second Class, Atuaya, Bridges, Christ, Garcia Isabella, Hernandez Brian, Huck, Johnson, Jop, Kaya, Martin, Music, Robinson, Rodriguez Ayala, Sanchez, Siegel, and Voss. In view of these qualities and their demonstrated leadership abilities and dedicated service to the United States Army, they are therefore promoted from Private Second Class to Private First Class, effective October 23rd, 2025, with a date of rank of October 23rd, 2025, by the authority of the Department of the Army. Please give these soldiers a round of applause. At this time, we will promote the following soldiers from private to private second class.
Step forward. March.
Attention to orders. This is to certify that the Secretary of the Army has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and professional excellence of Private Abrams, Afronio, Hotelling, Coho, and Patterson. In view of these qualities and their demonstrated leadership abilities and dedicated service to the United States Army, they are therefore promoted from the rank of private to private second class, effective October 23rd, 2025, with a date of rank of October 23rd, 2025, by the authority of the Department of the Army. Please give these soldiers a round of applause. At this time, Gordy, following with the battery. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am First Lieutenant Grant, the platoon leader for 1st and 2nd Platoon. On behalf of the battalion commander, Lieutenant Colonel Redford, and Command Sergeant Major Epps, welcome to the Charlie Battery, 1st Battalion, 40th Field Artillery, Class 6725 Family Day Ceremony.
I'm seeing she's
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, please give me a round of applause for our nation's newest soldiers, the soldiers of Charlie Battery.
자기네 찍으려고.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the playing of the national anthem.
잘 섰네.
soldiers will join the ranks of proud Americans who have fought bravely and died for their country. The American soldier has shown him or herself strong and proud whenever and wherever the mission is called.
Ladies and gentlemen, normally I am the commander of Charlie Battery. Today, I am still just the last guy standing between 212 soldiers and their loved ones. So I'll be brief. Thank you all for coming to support your soldiers today. I know that they have been looking forward to this day for weeks and cannot wait to see you. That being said, they are still in basic training and there are rules that must be observed. Number 1, soldiers must be in formation by 1945. That is 7:45 p.m. I say again, soldiers must be in formation by 1945. That is 7:45 p.m. Please show up early as the gates will be busy. We recommend arriving at the gates by 1900, 7 p.m. to ensure punctuality. The gate you came in might be closed. Use key gate on the west side of Highway 44 and follow the blue line. Please stay in the area and do not stray too far. Uniforms. Soldiers must stay in the uniform that they leave in. Band activities. Your soldiers are not allowed to use tobacco. They are not allowed to drink alcohol. They can go to a place that serves alcohol, but they may not go to a bar. They are not allowed to get any tattoos or piercings. They cannot gamble, they are not allowed to drive, and they cannot bring contraband back to the barracks. Trust me, your soldiers definitely know what contraband is. Promoted activities. There's the artillery park on the opposite side of the tracks. There's the Museum of the Great Plains, and there's the Mount Scott and the Wichita Wildlife Mountain Range. Your soldiers are aware of these rules. We just wanted to make sure that the families can do everything possible to help keep your soldier out of trouble.
Ni yo que estoy aquí.
Es que
Lo
por-
veo.
es por el sol. Y es lo que voy-
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. I would like to thank you all for attending. Your soldier will be released on Family Day Past immediately afterwards. Once again, we thank you for attending today's ceremony. All for one.
아니 친구가 했어. 가자. 밥 아침에 먹었어? 안 먹었어? 여보 내가 이거 해서 갈 테니까 친구를 왜 찾아?
친구야. 왜 이렇게
이제-
가발 많어?
이제 그
가면 돼?
사진 받을래?
엄마 아침 아무것도 안 먹었어?
안 먹었어. 그래도 많이 안 먹었어. 안 먹을 거.
집에 가서 맛있는 거 먹어.
엄마 집에 바로 가자. 친구들 얘는 저 얘기가
어린가 봐.
나 뭐지? APG 같은 계속이었는데 얘는 안 해도 돼. 계속 가오나 그래서 목소리가 작았어. 힘도 작았어.
잠 잤어 어제? 누구 패밀리 앞으로 와 그래가지고 그 쭉 갔어. 근데 뭐라고 인스트럭션 주는데 못 알아듣겠는 거야. 너무 소리가 작아가지고 다가가 should have just go there pretend like a family. 그래서 다음에 한 번 또 부르면 가야겠다 그랬는데 안 부르더라고.
It's because they were getting badged. The people, they ranked up while they were there from whether it be from time or honorable service or something like that. And so they ranked up.
So raising the income.
Yep.
Well, JROTC served a good amount, right? 3 ranks up or 2 ranks up.
Yep. I'm super happy. Happy where I'm at.
I'm surprised even though you didn't finish JROTC.
No, half of it was ROTC, half was me doing other stuff to get my.
Lip service, talking to Frank.
You know, Asian persuasion, I like to call it.
But they're just soldiers.
놀러 가보자.
여기 제일 꼭대기다.
피크.
저기 룩아웃 있고. 여기 사진을 안 찍어도 되잖아. 자기가 클릭하면 되잖아.
Oh,
응.
no, I just have the one on Google.
그거 어떻게 하면 저렇게 되지?
이혜인이가 운전하면 저렇게 돼.
That's
쉬워.
rude.
It's a very easy.
Takes a month.
That's
You-
rude of y'all.
Yeah, give her a key. And
is
that
so
would make it worse.
That's so rude of y'all. How dare y'all do me like that?
저 나무도 멋있다.
산 꼭대기에 올라가면 저런 것들. 아 좋다. 쫙 보이고. 날씨도 좋네.
너무 춥지도 않아.
아휴 수고했어. 아유 너무 잘했어. 너무 잘했어.
포르투갈은 여기 어디지?
아 여기 좋다. 보기도 좋고.
포르투갈은 어디지?
볼세요? 보이나?
그쪽 아니야?
거기가
제일
우리가
뒤에-
온 길이니까. 그지?
거기에 제일 뒤에 그 오렌지 그거 아닌가?
저쪽에 보이는 저거 같아. 여기 봉긋한 언덕 마운트 뒤쪽에 보이는 저쪽.
우리 올 때 저 파란 기둥을 보고 왔는데.
그러니까 그러니까 이쪽을 쭉 따라서 왔잖아. 길이 이렇게 저 마운트 뒤로 넘어가잖아. 근데 마운트 뒤쪽에 꼭대기 쪽 뒤쪽으로 보면 좀 오렌지 보이잖아. 오렌지가 보이잖아. 오렌지 지붕 같은 게. 거기가 폴트스가 느낌.
아니면 저쪽에 저 뒤에 가야 돼.
우리도 밑에 가보자.
한참 왔으니까.
밑에 가보자.
서봐.
Okay.
아무렇게나 써봐.
Oh, I can't put my hands in my pocket.
1, 2, 3. 뒤로 돌아.
강아지다.
아 모델 좋네.
모델이 좋아.
누구 딸인지 아주 모델이 좋아.
요 밑에 내려서 나무 앞에서 서 있다.
가자. 조심.
발목 괜찮나? 하긴 더우려고 했는데 겨우 이거야.
일도 아니지. 또 조심.
내가 조심해.
나도 이 신발에 트랙션이 없어. 구두잖아 나는.
혜인이가 가장 적합한 슈즈를 신고 있어.
야 이거 신기하다.
그래 내가 그 얘기했잖아.
그러니까 이게 볼텍스 산 꼭대기 가면 이렇게 산바람 때문에 꼬여. 볼텍스 기운 때문에 이렇게 꼬여.
맨날 이래. 다리. 나 우리 lean 하면 맨날 이래. This is my little dance.
역시 잘하는구만. 역시 잘해.
More rock. You don't know what I was expecting up here? More rock.
비 온 거 아니야?
You rock the rock. 아빠.
올 수도 있겠다. 오늘 90% chance of rain tomorrow.
아 근데 하늘이 이래서 비가 와봤자 지나가는 비. 아 평화롭고 좋네.
저기 하얀 거 피어오르는 거 뭐야? 저기 무슨 군사훈련 같은 거 하는 거 아니야?
Maybe. 밑에 내려오니까 더 좋네. 잘 보이고. 땅이 완전 적토야.
그래서 잘 나온 거 많을 거야. 프로파일 하면
저쪽으로 뛰어.
어디 사는 거
아, 뻥 뚫려서 좋다. 마음 시원하게 뻥 뚫려. 혜인이 그동안 힘들었던 거 여기다가 다 호흡을 내려버리고 또 가서 열심히 하면 되겠다.
These young flowers. Ruckin. Those flowers are there too. You haven't seen the sunflowers. There's these huge sunflowers. They're about yay high. Bam in your face. Those sunflowers.
선플라워스도 이뻐.
They're like really tall. A lot taller than I thought they'd be.
이거 아빠보다 더 큰 것도 있어. 선플라워.
They're really tall and they're really big. And I used to break them, put them in my flick,
그랬어?
in my mag pouch. And drill sergeant would be like, "What the hell is in your mag pouch, trainee?" A flower, drill sergeant. "What do you think this is? Oh, flowers and roses over here, drill sergeant or trainee." And I would be like, "No, drill sergeant." And I would still keep it in there. You know, Perrin tried to do the same thing I did. He put a flower in there, and the drill sergeant snatched it out. It's like, "What are you doing with that, trainee?" Threw it on the ground. Who's that?
엄마도
Walking a little slower, I guess.
다리가 짧아가지고 한참 걸려.
Oma, you know, I used to think you walked really fast. I now realize maybe it was me who walked really slow. Now, after being here, oh my God, when I first came here, I struggled so hard. I really want to walk slow. Like my normal walking pace was extremely slow. And now I think it's become a normal walking pace. But I mean, there's still times where I walk very, very slow. I just do things very slow, I think. People are
그
rushing.
사람들은 뭘 찍는 거지? 뭘 보는 거지? 여기서 저쪽으로 보면 저 윈밀 보는 건가?
No, the video camera's aimed at them. Maybe they're doing like a video.
아. 우와.
This would be nice to ride on. Like this type of view while you're riding. Would be really nice. And let's back at it.
뭐 하려고?
She's gonna take a picture.
No food or drink inside the chapel. Water bottles are allowed. No food or drink inside the chapel. Water bottles are allowed. No food or drinks inside chapel. Water bottles aren't allowed.
Yes, I'll be the choo-choo. Sorry.
이쪽에 가자. 그 앞에 자리 있어. 왼쪽으로 가라 그랬잖아. 근데 여기로 보고 있잖아. 보고 있다고 보죠. 여기 작게 해가지고.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the invocation and the singing of the national anthem. The invocation will be given by the 1st Battalion, 40th Field Artillery Chaplain, Chaplain Ritter.
Let us pray. Eternal God, we stand before you with gratitude and reverence as we celebrate this significant milestone in the lives of these dedicated individuals who have completed their basic training. We thank you for their courage to confront the unknown, and strength to carry out their duties with honor and integrity. May their hearts remain steadfast and their spirits unyielding in times of trial. We also lift up to their families and loved ones in prayer, whose unwavering support and sacrifices have contributed to this moment of achievement. Grant them peace, pride, and assurance in the accomplishments of those they hold dear. In your infinite grace, we entrust these brave souls to your care, confident that your light will illuminate their path, and your love will sustain them in all their endeavors. In your holy and sovereign name we pray. Amen.
The national anthem will be sung by a member of the graduating class, Specialist Joy Moat from Loganville, Georgia.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
좀 낮춰.
The soldiers cry! Take seat!
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the commander of Charlie Battery, 1st Battalion, 40th Field Artillery, Captain Eisenhower.
Good morning, Colonel White, Mrs. White, Commander Major Kelsey, Mrs. Kelsey, Mr. Lucas, Mrs. Lucas, and distinguished guests. I am Captain Eisenhower, and I am an American soldier. On behalf of the Fort Sill Command Team, welcome to Fort Sill, the 434th Field Artillery Brigade graduation ceremony. Thank you all for joining us today as we commemorate the accomplishments of your warriors and our newest American soldiers. Before we continue to move forward in celebration of the Army's next generation, we must take the time to honor those who served before us. On behalf of the 434th Field Artillery Brigade Team, We would like for all veterans to stand to be recognized for their service to our country. 10 weeks ago, these 211 warriors seated before you left home, many for the first time, to become a part of something bigger than themselves. Although they arrived as individuals, they are leaving as members of a time-honored team. 9 of these warriors will also be leaving as naturalized citizens of the United States. They have worked and succeeded in every task that was put before them, because failure is not an option. As they tell you, it takes more than boots and a uniform to make an American soldier. They have been instilled with the fundamentals of discipline and have embodied the core Army values of loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. These fundamentals and values are acquired and put into practice every day through tough, realistic, and safe training. You may have already heard about these stories of the sting of the gas chamber, the nervousness of throwing a live hand grenade, and the pride of passing the final Army combat fitness test. These stories are just a small representation of their overall experience. In just over 67 days, they trained on the primary weapon system, foot march more than 60 miles, learned how to perform life-saving measures, and experience the beautiful, ever-changing weather of Oklahoma. Every training event is a building block towards forming a foundation of skills these soldiers will use in everyday life and in combat. They have shaped these skills by training like their lives and the lives of their battle buddies depend on it. Furthermore, they understand that the soldiers' creed and warrior ethos are not just words to memorize, but words that American soldiers live by. These soldiers have met every challenge head-on and succeeded due in large part to the positive leadership and demanding environment created by our Army's finest non-commissioned officers. These outstanding coaches, mentors, and role models taught your soldier the true meaning of discipline and teamwork. The drill sergeant's professionalism, competence, and dedication to standards have made a lifelong impression on your soldiers. Most importantly, these soldiers would not be here today if not for the undying love and support of their family. I applaud you all and ask that you continue to support your soldiers throughout their military careers. They became American soldiers for you, their family, and friends. Soldiers of Charlie Battery, I extend my gratitude to you for the sacrifices you have made to become American soldiers. By taking this courageous step during a period of global uncertainty, you have truly set yourself apart from our fellow citizens as defenders of freedom and the American way of life. You are all well trained. You are mentally, physically, and emotionally tough. I would be honored to lead each and every one of you on today's battlefield. Godspeed and good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for America's newest soldiers. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. Like many of these soldiers sitting before you today, First Sergeant Perko entered the United States Army as a 13 Bravo cannon crew member. Today, First Sergeant Perko serves as the First Sergeant for Alpha Battery, 1st Battalion, 30th Field Artillery Regiment. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome First Sergeant Perko.
Colonel White, Command Sergeant Major Kelsey, Mr. Lucas, command teams, instructors, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduates. Good morning. First, congratulations to each of you graduating today. Today, you have earned the right to stand tall in the uniform of the United States Army. You have done what so many others could not and would not do. You've endured the long days, the longer nights, the heat, and even the doubt, and you made it through. But now comes the part that will define you for the rest of your career. Mastering the basics. Sergeant Major of the Army, Michael Weimer, recently said something that hit home for every single leader. We need to master the basics. So he's not talking about high-tech equipment or complicated systems. He's talking about simple, timeless, tough things that make a soldier lethal and dependable. Land navigation, marksmanship, fitness, discipline, communication, and teamwork. The basics win battles. They always have. As General Randy George said recently, we are transforming as an Army. We are facing new threats every But all of that means nothing if the soldiers behind the trigger cannot execute the fundamentals with precision, grit, and confidence. Technology may evolve, but the basics will never go out of style. The reason we drill those basics into you from day one of basic training is this. Because when things go wrong, when the fog of war hits, when communications fail, when the plan falls apart, you fall back on what you've mastered, not just what you've memorized. And that's why this next part of your journey absolutely matters. And I'm not telling you this just because it briefs well. I'm telling you this because mastering the basics saved my very life. In 2005, just after graduating right here at Fort Sill, I was sent to my first unit, which was on orders to deploy to Baghdad, Iraq. For the months leading up to that deployment and even after, I was forced by my NCOs to practice the same tasks over and over again. And I thought to myself, as a young private, this is a waste of my time. Why do I need to practice the same scenarios and situations day in and day out? But on a cold December night, it all made sense. Our convoy was attacked by an IED. Most people in that situation would assume that mass confusion would break out. But here's the thing, it didn't. My first thought was not fear. It was to scan my sector and was to return fire. And it wasn't just me, it was all of us. My entire squad mastered our basics with rigorous training to the point where it became instinctive. We knew exactly what we had to do, and we did it to perfection. Mastering those basics was the very thing that kept us alive and enabled us to accomplish our mission. That deployment of Bravo Battery 1377 Field Artillery Regiment saw every single soldier come home alive because we mastered the basics. That's what mastering the basics looks like in the real world. It's not flashy, it's not loud, but it saves lives and it wins fights. When you get to your first unit, remember this, only you can control how good you become. You control your effort at PT, you control your attitude on the range, and you control whether you get better at being better or just simply making excuses. When you tighten your shot group by 1 centimeter, when you shave seconds off your 2-mile run, when you become the soldier that your team can rely on, that is mastering the basics. General George said the Army must be disciplined, lethal, and adaptable, and that starts with you. Because the Army doesn't transform through PowerPoints, it transforms through people. Through soldiers like you who take pride in the fundamentals, who do the small things right every single day, and who refuse to settle for that was just good enough. So my challenge to you is this. Be the soldier that masters the basics. Be the ones that others can count on when the pressure is on. Be the one who leads, not with words, but with competence and example. Because in the end, wars aren't won by 4-day weekends, comp days, or lake balls. They're won by disciplined soldiers who know their craft inside and out. So take that fire that got you through basic training, that fire that pushed you past your very limits, and keep it burning. Train hard, stay humble, stay lethal. You are now a part of the greatest army on this planet. And the best way to honor that uniform is to master the basics. Congratulations, soldiers. Welcome to the team. Be all you can be. Fire strong.
At this time, Private First Class Rihanna, the distinguished honor graduate of Charlie Battery, will present the guest speaker with a certificate declaring him an honorary graduate of Class 67-25.
On behalf of Class 67-25, we would like to present you with this certificate of our appreciation.
Thank you, guest speaker. In keeping with the 434 Field Artillery Brigade's policy of recognizing superior performance, awards will be presented to those soldiers that have distinguished themselves during the training cycle. The Basic Rifle Marksmanship Award is presented to the soldier that attains the highest score during the live fire qualification with the M4 carbine. The Marksmanship Award is presented to Private Louis Coa from Goldthwaite, Texas, with a score of 38 hits out of 40. The Physical Fitness Award is presented to the soldier who achieved the highest score on the Army Fitness Test out of 500 possible points. The Physical Fitness Award is presented to Specialist Wade Oman from Mineral, Virginia, with a score of 499 out of 500. Each unit also recognizes a graduating soldier with an award dedicated to the service and actions of a distinguished soldier from the U.S. Army's history. Please refer to your program for the history about the following award. The Private George Watson Award is presented to Private First Class Isaac Foster from Douglasville, Georgia. Please join me in a round of applause for the honor graduates and all awardees. During the training cycle, there are certain standards that have to be met in order to be distinguished as Honor Platoon. For Class 67-25, 3rd Platoon has met these high standards and is distinguished as Honor Platoon. Please give the graduating class a very deserving round of applause.
The soldiers we are honoring today would not be here without the efforts by the drill sergeants. Identified by their distinctive picture are the drill sergeants. These dedicated, non-commissioned officers are the backbone of the Army and the central focus of the 434th Field Artillery Brigade mission. Selected on the basis of professional competence, leadership ability, and years of service, these men and women undergo intensive training to earn the right to wear their distinctive campaign hat and insignia. With the drill sergeant hat goes the important responsibility of molding civilian men and women into soldiers. Please join me in a round of applause for the drill sergeants.
At this time, Captain Eisenhower and First Sergeant Nauer will come forward to present the Drill Sergeant of the Cycle Award. The Drill Sergeant of the Cycle Award is presented to the Drill Sergeant who has best displayed the qualities of leadership and devotion to duty during the training cycle. This award is presented to Drill Sergeant Jonathan K. Goron from Yap, Micronesia. In recognition of their performance, the Drill Sergeant will receive an Army Achievement Medal and the Drill Sergeant of the Cycle Trophy. Senior Drill Sergeant Ryan is now presenting a bouquet of flowers to Drill Sergeant Goron's spouse, Christine, for the moral support she has given to the battery and Drill Sergeant Goron during the training cycle. At this time, the 434th Brigade Command Team, Colonel White and Command Sergeant Major Kelsey, are presenting Drill Sergeant Goron with the 434th Field Artillery Brigade coin for excellence. first act is to swear to defend our Constitution. Just as the Constitution of the United States is the cornerstone of our free society, the soldier's oath is the backbone of the Army's commitment to preserving it.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies. Foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith. And allegiance to the same. And that I will obey the orders. Of the President of the United States. And the orders. Of the officers appointed over me. According to regulations. And the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the Army song.
We're the army
Train fresh!